Morata, Depay, Vincent Aboubakar are some of the Ten Hag strike options have been offered to him by the board of Manchester United to either choose one and see who is really going to be coming in through as a striker at Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has with the subscribe button, smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time we do upload a video onto our channel. Now, you all know how United is really lacking strikers, and it looks like we're only having Anthony Martial, and you cannot rely on him, by the way. Even if he's going to stay fit, fatigue will catch up with him if at all he's to play all these games that United is going to play. So United is into the market to search for a striker. Joao Felix, I'm going to tell you the situation of Joao Felix. That's the last video I did yesterday, but Fabrizio Romano has come out and really given us an update about the Joao Felix situation. And Athony Elanga is another forward at United. Everton is looking at him and considering to take him on loan for some 6 months, and maybe he'll return in the summer of 2023. And lastly, we're going to talk about Amad Diallo and his decent display yesterday when Sunderland drew with Blackpool 1-1. Remember, Sunderland has put itself in a bracket of qualifying for all joining the Premier League. They are like 5th or 6th, and you know, the best two or the first two teams that lead the championship go ahead and join the Premier League. Then the others, the next 4 teams, go into what we call a playoff, and a final is played, the most expensive game of football in the world, because the winner takes close to £300 million. So you know what it means to win that. So Rock and David is my name. Happy New Year, guys. Today is the 2nd of 2023, and I think we are really moving on very, very, very well. Now, we've been told by Telegraph Dhaka, or James Dhaka of the Telegraph, has told us that Manchester United like Atletico Madrid forward Joao Felix, but have so far been put off by the €20 million cost of loan fee and his wages. Memphis Depay and Alvaro Morata are some of the other options touted. Now, let's talk about, for Joao Felix, we all know that €20 million or 16 million pounds have been called upon by Atletico Madrid. How does it add up to that amount of money? £8 million of the loan fee and paying his salary of close to £1 million per month. That is £250,000 a week. That's the amount of money they're supposed to be paying for a side called Atletico Madrid. So that has really put United off, because the deal has panned out to be really expensive for the club to go on and maintain. That's why they are looking at Memphis Depay and Alvaro Morata. Let's talk about Alvaro Morata. I know very many people have come out and really downplayed Alvaro Morata, but there is what I know about this guy. I believe he is a very good player, but he has failed to get a manager who is really going to get the best skill out of him. When you look at him this season, he has played 15 games in the La Liga, scored 6 goals and 1 assist. That is really a very good output for me. And I believe if there is a manager, I believe that can get something out of Morata, because the talent is really great. You cannot doubt Morata's talent, but he has been falling. He has been falling on different managers to manage his career. And I believe Ten Hag can raise Morata to the next level. If at all you tell me that you're offering me nothing and Alvaro Morata, I take Alvaro Morata. However much in the hierarchy, it was Gakpo first, who went to Liverpool, then Joao Felix, who looks known to pan out very well to Manchester United, and he might find himself staying at Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid might find themselves loaning Alvaro Morata, and I believe they are left with only 2 strikers. If at all Memphis Depay, if at all Joao Felix leaves, then Morata stays. If at all Morata stays, then Joao Felix has to leave, because they're having problems with their finances and they need their books of accounts to go on and balance. And as things stand now, it is no-brainer. I believe it's either going to be Alvaro Morata or Memphis Depay. But for Alvaro Morata, we have to act in fast. Arsenal are still doing the deal of Mikhailo Mudryk. If at all they are done with Mikhailo Mudryk by the end of this week, that means they are going to go on to explore the available striker situations. Meaning that they want to go in for Joao Felix, and Arsenal are really doing well financially, and they can go ahead and refinance a deal of Joao Felix. If at all Joao Felix leaves, that means United won't be having an option of Alvaro Morata. And if at all you are telling me that on Memphis Depay and Alvaro Morata, who do you take? I take Alvaro Morata. Do you know why? Our main problem is the centre forward. Memphis Depay has been here. He has failed, though he has gone ahead to really rectify himself and pan out to be a different striker altogether ever since he failed on his first spell at Manchester United. I believe I wouldn't bring him here because he doesn't offer a lot as a centre forward, according to me. But Alvaro Morata offers a lot as a centre forward, and he can come in through and act like a patch until the end of the season, and maybe in the summer we'll go in for 100 or 80 million pound rated striker like Osimhen and very many others. But I believe if Joao Felix is not coming, I'd rather go with Alvaro Morata. People have gone ahead to downplay this guy, but if at all you go ahead and really see how this guy plays, how talented he is, you would obviously want him at Manchester United. Remember, in 2018, we missed out on signing Alvaro Morata, and we went in for Lukaku, and then he crossed to Chelsea. After missing out on Alvaro Morata, Jose Mourinho went in and signed Lukaku, but his first option was Alvaro Morata. And Alvaro Morata is really an experienced striker who has gone ahead to win very many things in Juventus. He was at Real Madrid, and obviously he can come out and really revive his career at Manchester United. I'm 100% sure of this. He's not an injury-prone player. If at all he gets an injury, his injury record is not all that worrying. Give us some 6 months, lead the line, share it with Anton Martial. Obviously, we see how the season goes. If at all he performs very well, then United can cash in for him in the summer. And Ten Hag is the most trusted manager on reviving talents of certain players, because most players just need to be managed. That's it. If they are managed very well, you'll find them winning and putting themselves into a very perfect situation of really giving United the best that we deserve. But for Memphis Depay, as reported by Telegraph Dhaka, I know Ten Hag loves him and he's cheap, 2 million euros. That's what United is supposed to go on and pay to Barcelona, meaning that he's one of those options that we can go in for and see them come at Manchester United. So that's what we've been told by Telegraph Dhaka. And still about the strikers, Simon Jones of the Daily Mail has gone ahead to let us know that United evaluating a number of options with the likes of Barcelona's Memphis Depay available, while Cristiano Ronaldo signing for El Nassr may prompt the Saudi Arabia club to loan out Cameroon striker Vincent Aboubakar. Now, you know Vincent Aboubakar, he plays for Cameroon and he plays for Al Nassr. Now, Ronaldo is there. He left Manchester United. Ten Hag said he doesn't talk about the past. He talks about the future. And he really silenced very many media because they really expected something to pan out from Ten Hag, but Ten Hag said no. Now, we are being told that Vincent Aboubakar is also available, but United is also looking at Memphis Depay. Now, to me, if you tell me that you are bringing in Vincent Aboubakar to Manchester United as another second striker after Memphis Depay or Alvaro Morata, I'll say yes. You know, he has the intensity, he has the work rate, and he has the skill set. You saw him on that goal he scored against, it was against which team? Cameroon beat that team by, I think they drew 3-3. I think, was it with Serbia? I think so. I think they were playing Serbia. They drew with Serbia 3-3. So, he scored a very good goal. That is Vincent Aboubakar, and he's clinical. So if I told you tell me that you are bringing in Alvaro Morata or Memphis Depay first, and then you are getting a Vincent Aboubakar on loan, I'll love that a lot, because that means our striking department will be really very, very, very huge. And that means sometimes you can shift Anton Martial to play off the left, start Rashford on the right attacking side of the midfield, and maybe Morata or Vincent Aboubakar leads the line for United. That will be such a very good attack line in the season we are going in through, because the main problem we are facing at United are strikers. You see, for the right side, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has gone ahead to prove to us that maybe he can hold until the end of the season at United, and United want to go in the market to bring in a right back because even the goalkeeper left. That is Dubravka. He was recalled by Newcastle. Now he left. After leaving, that means United are really still evaluating the goalkeeper situation on how they are going to handle it. Now, the striking department is really ill. For the right back, Aaron Bissaka can come in and get the job done. Diallo has returned back in training. There is Brandon Williams. We are having Transebe on the way. Very many players can come in through. Even Malacia, we saw him play as an inverted right back in the game of Fulham and played very well. So, I believe the main target of Erik ten Hag right now is to sort the striking department. Now, if you're evaluating the likes of Memphis Depay and Morata to come in for the Joao Felix deal because Joao Felix deal looks expensive, I think even Vincent Aboubakar, if at all he's being offered to United, he will be a very good signing because I believe he's 28, 29 years of age, giving you some 6 months with Memphis Depay or Morata and Vincent Aboubakar. Those two will act in very well because when one striker gets an injury, you 100% know that it is going to be something great for the club to see to it that we are having more two, one starting and one on the bench. I believe that will leave us with many options at Manchester United, and we love to see such things happen for Manchester United. So that's it for the United striking option. Let's wait and see what we are going to go in for. But I've told you my decision. If Morata or Memphis Depay, I pick Morata over Memphis Depay. Now, Anthony Elanga, 21 years of age at Manchester United, having a very good debut season under Ralf Rangnick, scoring close to where they 6-7 goals a season for United. He has gone ahead to attract interest from a Premier League club, and it is managed by Frank Lampard. Anthony Elanga is a prime target for Everton, but United will only release him when a replacement is signed. Lampard will not want to wait until the last week of January, given the precariousness of his and Everton's position. That's being reported by Chris Bascombe of The Telegraph. Now, I believe if Elanga goes to Everton, he can even start. Why? He plays on both wings, left and right. When you look at Everton, they're having Anthony Gordon and this guy that scored against Man City, very good guy, Gray, that was at Leicester City. But I think they are good, but you cannot rely on them the entire 90 minutes. You need an Anthony Elanga to come in through and really accelerate a little bit of pace because he's too direct. And when you look at the way Lampard plays, his team is 100% direct. You would love to be having players like Anthony Elanga in your team. Now, he's a prime target for Everton. That is good news, and I believe if I'm Anthony Elanga and my agent, would be pushing in for this deal to go through because we know that Garnacho is here, Rashford is here, Sancho is back, Anthony is around. United has Anthony Martial leading the line with Morata, Vincent Aboubakar, and Memphis Depay up under variable for United to make up a choice. That means Anthony Elanga is not going to be having any playing time at Manchester United. It will be better for him to get a loan in the Premier League. I've seen very many people coming out and insinuating that it would have been better for him to go and really get a club out in the Championship, but I said no way. I believe it's better for him to go to a Premier League club because he's worthy playing for the Premier League club. For what he put up on the field of play last season when Ralf Rangnick came in through, I believe he diversified all the odds. He defied logic and he defied every person saying that he's supposed to be in the Championship. I think Everton can be of good use to him. And the good thing I've liked about Manchester United nowadays, when Darren Fletcher and Erik ten Hag are sanctioning these loans to clubs, they put a clause that this player has to play such and such number of games if at all you are taking him, because they believe that he's not supposed to be a bench warmer. He's supposed to come out and really start. And I believe he can have a very good spell at Everton. I'm 100% sure because Lampard likes players like him. That's why you saw to it that he nurtured the likes of Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, because they are direct players. They're direct players. And if you want to be a player to impress Frank Lampard, be direct like Anthony Elanga. And he is really a threat in front of goal. So, his pace and the way Everton plays, they will need a player like him because he is lightning fast and will burst into space like no other. And with the game of counter-attacking football that they play, he will be of importance to the Lampard side. Last, let's talk about Amad Diallo. Yesterday, Sunderland went ahead to draw with Blackpool. I think it was 1-1. But Amad Diallo continued to show that I'm really one of those players that is really holding this team to the level supposed to be where they are. In 10 games played, he has gone ahead to score 6 goals for Sunderland. And these were his game by numbers against Blackpool. He had played 90 minutes. He had 79 touches. 50 out of 55 passes completed. That is almost 95%. Passing accuracy, 7 passes into the final third, 2 chances created, 1 big chance created, 4 shots, 4 out of 5 successful take-ons, 6 recoveries, 6 out of 10 ground duels won. It shows you that in the offensive and the defensive areas, he was really good. In the defensive areas, he was solid and he fought for the ball. In the offensive areas, he was really swift and fluid. That he is a player known as Amad Diallo, the flawless Ivorian, playing for Sunderland on loan. And that's what I had for you today. What are your reactions for Morata, Depay as new Ten Hag strike options? And obviously, tell me what you think about Anthony Elanga. Would you sanction a loan for him? Vincent Aboubakar would like to come in at Manchester United. And lastly, the progress of Amad Diallo that is really flawless. And obviously, it's really sublime for that player at Sunderland. I sign out for now. See you later. Maybe I hand you over to the Almighty Lord to protect you abundantly. Rokan David is my name. I sign out. Remember not to forget to subscribe because we want to hit 10,000 subscribers. And guys, continue subscribing because it's a new year. We need to be having a new number of subscribers. Thank you guys for watching out. I'm out.